For decades, when talking about machines taking over work, the conversation focused entirely on physical labor. The targets were always factory floors and manufacturing plants, where robotic arms could weld car parts faster and cheaper than any human counterpart. The current wave of generative AI operates on a completely different premise. Instead of targeting blue-collar muscle, the algorithms are aimed directly at white-collar knowledge workers sitting behind desks. This chart compares historical blue-collar displacement with the projected spike in white-collar losses. Goldman Sachs forecasts 15 million US jobs are at high risk by 2030. Measuring this disruption in time, up to 25% of all current work hours could be completely automated. If your primary value to a company involves sitting at a computer executing routine cognitive tasks, you are standing in the direct crosshairs of this shift. The frontline casualties are already clear. Roles based entirely on routine logic, administrative support, legal assistants, and accounting clerks are absorbing the heaviest initial impact. We are seeing this play out in real time across the tech industry. Major players like Amazon, Microsoft, and Salesforce have executed thousands of layoffs over the last 2 years, driven specifically by AI restructuring. Look at this workflow flowchart demonstrating how Salesforce recently handled an influx of customer support tickets. They heavily reduced their human support team because AI bots now successfully resolve exactly half of that incoming workload instantly. The traditional corporate executor, an employee paid exclusively to process data and deliver a routine output, is a role rapidly expiring in the modern workforce. But algorithms aren't sentient job stealers plotting to empty office buildings. They are, at their core, highly efficient tools designed to solve specific types of corporate friction. Researchers at the MIT Industrial Performance Center tracked how these tools actually integrate into workflows. They found that AI doesn't usually replace whole jobs. Instead, it targets 3 specific inefficiencies. This diagram illustrates the bottleneck problem, repetitive tasks consuming valuable time. AI acts as a pressure valve, widening the hourglass neck so data flows instantly. Next is the cafeteria problem, wasting time hunting siloed information. A trained model pulls isolated expertise into an accessible hub. By solving these problems, AI effectively disassembles the job. It strips away the tedious, inefficient tasks that often waste a worker's actual potential. Because software instantly drafts a contract, writes a block of code, or analyzes a spreadsheet, companies are changing what they actually require from a human employee. You are no longer hired to generate the baseline work. You are hired to supervise, edit, and verify it, a concept the industry calls keeping a human in the loop. This traditional, rigid triangle is the corporate org chart we're used to, with strict vertical reporting lines. But frontier firms are dismantling the pyramid. They organize in fluid networks, where a single human node acts as a central hub, managing multiple AI assistants simultaneously. Value in the modern white-collar sector is defined by network supervision and final quality control. This macroscopic balance sheet, based on projections from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, shows the other side of the equation. While the deficit column shows job losses, the asset column projects the creation of 6.7 million entirely new jobs by 2033. Running these massive AI models requires vast physical infrastructure. This shift creates a surge in hiring for construction workers, electrical contractors, and HVAC technicians. Just to keep up with the energy demands of this new infrastructure, the U.S. power sector alone will need to add 500,000 new jobs by 2030. At the same time, we are seeing a concurrent expansion in healthcare and social assistance, noting the high volume of job openings for nurses and therapists. The automation of routine logic is directly triggering physical and empathetic labor across the real-world economy. Sectors like healthcare are growing specifically because they rely on traits that algorithms cannot scrape from a dataset. In a marketplace overflowing with cheap automated logic, humanity becomes a premium product. AI can process patterns, but it lacks emotional intelligence. It cannot demonstrate true empathy, exercise moral judgment, adapt to sudden physical changes, or build trust with a client. When faced with high-stakes, uncertain situations, people still demand face-to-face leadership and the critical thinking that only comes from lived experience. In this new market, professionals who integrate these models into their workflow are the ones displacing those who rely on manual execution. To survive the shift, you have to adopt the agent boss mindset. Stop viewing these tools as competition and start managing them as your subordinate team of digital assistants. The future of work belongs to those who stop trying to out-execute the machines, and instead focus on leading an AI workforce with uniquely human intuition.